The breeze from yesterday's blitz is still coming down all over Earth. The pictures from groundside are gorgeous until you realize a lot of those shooting stars are probably bodies. The orbitals are in ruins. I don't think anyone expected the blitz. Someone in the Admiralty, Byrne maybe, must have assumed the Tenebra wanted to capture everything intact. So much for that notion. Here we are, a spaceborne infrastructure shot out from under us, a fleet facing a 6-month operational window before fuel and ammo start becoming a serious problem. What does Brian do? He announces that we're going to cut flight operations and restrict combat deployments in order to preserve our assets for the long war ahead. What long war? The Tev smashed the garrison, nearly put troops down on the surface. They could probably hit Earth with a shoulder-launched rockets from there. Rumor has it that Steele is pulling his ships back to Europa and gathering his strength for a decisive push in the next few months. Anyone can see we're ready to lose this war. Kasim wasn't on the flight roster for the Raza mission. In fact, I haven't seen him since his breakdown. I have a bad feeling. I feel bad for him, but instead of furious, everyone is just giving up. Where the hell is our backbone? Shouldn't be returning the favor, pushing back, hitting Jupiter with a node. I keep thinking of Lorna Sims surging into the fray at Raza. Her voice on the comm so casually fierce, almost joyous and savagery. I feel more akin to her than anyone here. Even dear, tired Uncle Manuel. He's being transferred out. I'll miss him, but not as much as I would have a month ago. I'm not the same as these people anymore. I want to kill Tevs. I crave that rush so hard, it frightens me. Yeah, she's gone. Heads up. Fleet rats, this message has been leaked. Read at your own risk. Admiral Byrne, how could this happen? I've been warning you since before the fall of Europa that Steele's the most dangerous commander the Tevs have. He's not going to dicker around conserving resources and fighting an inexhaustible, attritive war like Silveranti. He wants this war over. He hates to waste his life almost as he loves the chance to fight. I told you he'd go for the throat. Now we're looking at a logistical collapse within the year unless we cut our fleet in half, and that doesn't happen on its own. On top of that, Brian continues to insist on diverting critical supplies to his own priority operation. You should have given me your ships when I needed them, not squandered the home fleet defending the Elder's mysterious project. If we do not break out of this defensive rut, 3 months we're all going to answer for it at the gallows. Admiral Calder, Commander Jovian Rim Fleet, in exile. To the officers and crew of the UD Solaris, INSEC has recently become aware of a document that was posted publicly on FleetNet labeled as a compartmentalized admiralty communique. Although some sources claim to be a distinguished Jovian comms officer, I'm sure none of you are naive enough to believe it's an obvious fabrication. GTVI continues its psyops in an effort to wear down moral and cohesion. If you hear scuttlebutt about this message, defeat it as you would any other enemy. Major, yeah, Colonel Security. Blah, blah, blah. This is Apollo Hunter, Alliance Embedded News, reporting in the field aboard Artemis Station in the Sol System. Several days ago, GTA forces launched a truly enormous coordinated attack against the UEF naval infrastructure in the space around Earth itself. This is a really huge. Am I getting through, Shen? Alright, yes, this is an enormous change of strategy in what we saw under Admiral Silveranti. In an interview yesterday, Steele told us that he wants this war over by the end of the year and he's willing to take risks to do it. I want one thing to be clear, we will suffer losses. I'm not going to grind away 500,000 lives on both sides when we could spend a few thousand now and achieve victory. We need to show the UEF the rules of the game. There are no rules. These people are fragile. They haven't seen or what we've seen or fought our battles. Push them and they will break. Now, a lot of pundits have criticized this change of strategy as an unnecessary risk, and I know there's been a lot of footage of damaged ships coming home and news about lost squadrons. Let me tell you, the damage inflicted by Steele's attacks is just so much more. User command. Feed off. User command. Meditation widget. Meditation widget. Your biometrics show increased heart rate. Nomi, would you like a kitten picture? That's great. That's brilliant. Oh, man. Whoever made this campaign is awesome. They actually put a kitten picture in. Oh, that's adorable. for the attention of Sub-Lieutenant Laporte. Hello, Naomi. I ran into Kasim last night. He was in his civvies at the rec room. Asked him where he'd been the last couple days. He'd been heading back to Earth. He wasn't going to take any more part in this war. Turns out he missed the squadron briefing when the Tev's attack was heading back to Earth. Or Tev's attacked Earth. Captain Telfler eventually found him in his bunk, up to his ears in rocket fuel. He got an immediate court-martial and was determined psychologically unfit to continue in the Navy. He leaves Earth tomorrow and they're setting him up in a government center for some spiritual therapy. It's sad that the Navajas are being broken up, but to lose Kasim as well makes it all that much more difficult. He had the manners of a hog and heat and half the charm, but he was a good pilot and a reliable friend. Like Captain Telfer said, though, this is war, and war doesn't stop for anyone. It's a machine that carries on without us, and we either continue with it or we die. Let me tell you something that I always told your parents. No matter what life throws at us, we always have a choice of how we choose to receive it. Most of us aren't born great. It's a conscious decision that we make at some point in our lives that propel us to do great things. You're still at the beginning of your adult life, but the choices you've made in this war have shown me you're quite capable of determining your own destiny. It is therefore with no fear that I let you go into the unknown by yourself without me to guide you. I'm going to Rise Station to help out with the training of new pilots. I've been flying Navy birds for more than 20 years, and this is probably the most useful thing I can do in this war. My reactions aren't what they were 15, 20 years ago, and the front is no place for a person like me. Who would have thought, Laporte, that of the three of us, you'd be the only one moving forward, not back. I'll send you a message when I get a spare moment. With love, your Uncle Manny. Why do you have to keep saying the last sortie? Warning, fighting Navajas. This is your last sortie before everyone gets their new posting, so let's make this a good one, alright? Here's a situation. 15 minutes ago, we received an non-major distress call from one of our cruisers, the Dia Icanis. She was transferring some non-essential materials from Mars to Earth, serving as a base and rally point for local patrols. We can't establish communications with the cruiser, so we've assumed she must have fallen under some distress. Admiral Byrne has ordered us to send a wing to investigate the fate of the Icanis. This is not a recon mission. We suspect enemy action to be the cause of the fleet's distress. GTVA forces have withdrawn from regional space after the second fleet maneuvers, but we've detected some remnants that haven't joined up the TEV fleet at Europa. This could be a retaliatory action. We need you to proceed with caution and be ready to fight as soon as you enter the area. Beta Wing will serve as backup. Because of Bree's departure, you'll be taking Alpha Wing. Report your recent actions at Razor Station have proven that you got the capability for field leadership. I've already made a statement to your FleetNet record for our next squadron. Leader. Do us proud, Sub-Lieutenant. Hey, Laporte, it's Bunto. Camera's checking something with the deck crew. When we get back, let's take a few minutes around with the Navajas, alright? Captain DeFleer could use a little cheering up. Congratulations on your promotion, too. You deserve it. You've been handling this better than most of us. Damn it, Bunto, you're dead. You are so dead. Okay. Oolons again. Oh. Moles in both banks. That's a little worrisome. I'm gonna put some Vulcans in here, because I like the rate of fire, if I must be honest. Only 5 of them. We can do this. We've handled worse. Zinni! And 0. No! No! No, 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 no. No! No! I don't want to kill Zinni and 0. Oh, man. No shit.
Weapons failure. Comms failure. Engine failure.
Wait, what?
All failure imminent.
Oh, this is bullshit. This is bullshit. It's good to have you back, Naomi. I know it's odd to be debriefed in a sickbay bunk. Beta Wing found you in a cockpit with shrapnel, wound, and a paucity of blood. Looks like you passed out after taking a pretty serious hit. I'm not completely sure what happened out there. Neither Vino or Cameron made it home to report, and the Dia Icanus was boarded by the GTVA Marines. According to your flight data records, you engaged a wing of elite GTVA pilots. However, these ships were from the Imperius battle group and should have been in Delta Serpentis, not engaging unsupported boarding operation within our space. Our best theory at the moment concerns one of the prisoners in Dia Icanus was transporting. Captain Asmar Al-Fadil of the 64th Bengals surrendered himself to UED custody during a failed attack on the Jakarta station shipyard. So far as we can tell, members of this squadron went rogue in order to rescue him from what they perceived was a fate worse than death. According to forensics, the fighting aboard the UEC grew fierce. The Tev Marines deployed a thermobaric weapon after freeing their prisoner. There was no survivors, but they'll blame herself. Report those Tev pilots were ruthless and experienced in a way that I can't even understand, and you were outnumbered at that. Heal up, you're being shipped out in a week. I'll miss you, Sub-Lieutenant. I barely remember getting hit. I don't know what. If I was afraid of getting that close to death, I don't know why I was afraid. If I was afraid getting that close to death doesn't seem real. I wonder, why do they spare me? You may replay this mission and achieve a different ending. If you want to defeat the SOC wings, try the following strategy. Swap your Vulcans for Mauls, hang back near your starting point and draw them out. Pick off one ship at a time using wingman commands. Well, I guess I'm going to try that. But I think this is a successful ending? No, I do not accept this mission ending. I'm going to bring them all home alive, and I'm going to kill Zinnian Zero and break my heart.